is inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the...
Let's go!
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there. A big one. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Back to throw now on 1st down. There's Tremble, the tight end, and he'll be brought down at the 27. The Panthers at 9-1 on the year. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
And partner, to me, this is a team that no matter what the matchup, they're up for the fight. They are really suited for the postseason the way they're playing right now, and I would not want to face them come playoff time.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Wait.
They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second and 9, Jones. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 41. Throwing Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now Jones. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On second and 9, Jones. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You don't say he missed too often. The ball comes something would have been coming up his way. And that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
Number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Back to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Badgley able to knock this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own. As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there. Landed 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Here comes Cohen. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. defense at the line, ready to go. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, stay in the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Let's go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Yo, blue.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And some room to work. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs or the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Throwing on second down, Jones. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Jones throwing on first down. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are back within a score. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks very long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They run the counter with Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Here we go, set.
Second and 2. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Danielle Hunter, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Here we go.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And he goes down at the 26. He'll pick up a 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll look to throw now on first down. To the right side and complete to Washington. Touchdown! James Washington, 26 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost. So.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones swinging this out wide here for Cook. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout is going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Red, cycle.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a throw right sideline is complete. They'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. That fell down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Jones.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now,
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Taking a shot here for Marshall. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him at over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And going to the box is a 7-yard loss on the sack. They start going. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Cook now off the read option.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He continues to struggle finding things to break off a big one. He might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. There's Tremble, the tight end. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Here's Johnny Hecker now.
And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Do not give it a 22.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. That's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and he brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Jones.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just what they need a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 78 yards for him on the ground now. It has been a tough game to bring down all night.
He's going to have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. That pass complete to Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore, 44 yards. And the Panthers just continue to roll. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll gets 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go down as a loss of 5. And it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They're not giving up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Jones on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Jones throwing on 4th down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Back to throw. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And the Panthers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a lemon of a kick there. This is going to be spotted down right on the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Badgley's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Give it a 22. Do not give it a 22.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard, Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now Jones. Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Jones throwing to the hands of his receiver, Guyton.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Donald Parham.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Okay,
The
right?
Panthers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is third and 9.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
There's a nice move. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field, you don't know how important that down is from both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story to talk about after this one. And they take a knee.
Ready, set.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. The partner under the lights in prime time.